Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the Covenant hero worshippers of the Outcasts claimed the secondary oil reserves of Cutlass Keys. And the Syndicate members of Tropical Disturbance crash upon the coastline and secure the mud hill of the eastern Restless Shore. KOTT News were on the scene all night, starting in Moon Bay, and spoke with the company leadership about their outcome. Congratulations on your victory here in Restless Shore, able to take over the fort in record fashion. Unable to take Reekwater, though you were able to get into the fort in the final moments. Would you care to take us through any of the fights that you were involved in tonight?
Yeah, John. It was kind of a wild night, you know? We fought what I guess you could call a war in Restless. Got that done with about 3 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty uneventful and Restless. Word on the street is that somebody's reaching their credit limit.
Well, now that you've successfully won the Battle of the Boat, what are your intentions for the hamlet of Moon Harbor?
John, we're gonna, just do things on the boat. Got a lot of boat activities planned, especially for tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna do a nice little company fashion show on the boat. Get some RP on.
Oh, so already having an event tomorrow. I'll let people know about that. Everybody, Eternum, come on out tomorrow to check out the fashion show. Is that open to everyone, or is that a company-only event?
Astro?
I don't care.
You heard it here first. 7 o'clock on the boat. Server time.
Aggressions of the corruption notwithstanding, be here for the boat, the beauty show on the boat, or whatever name you might have come up with by then.
Yep.
Well, in a few days, there will be some changes to the laws of armed conflict, as you know. When those changes come in and are implemented, do you have any big propositions that you're going to be making?
And we're going to do our best to show up to all 3 influence pushes every day. And we're going to grind. We're going to grind. We might get farmed. We might get war camped. But eventually, we will rise up like a phoenix from the ashes and spread our wings and go.
Later in Spyglass Ridge, KOTT News were graced to speak with the legendary hero himself. Win one, you lose one. You lose one, you win one. How do you feel about tonight overall?
Yeah, we technically won 2, lost 1. Just want to get that straight.
Did I say that out of order?
Yeah.
My bad.
A little bit.
Well, technically winning 2 and losing 1, unfortunate, but you are up in the totals for tonight. How do you feel about your victories?
It was a good OPR.
Well, once again, in a couple days, the rules of armed conflict will be changing. Going forward, do you think you'll have enough time to get another fight under your belt before those happen?
Probably not, John. Probably not.
Well, when things change and you're able to use mounted travel to get from point A to point B, will you find yourself out in the open world fighting more often?
No, John, I don't believe in animal abuse, and that's animal abuse.
Well, Panda, what's the next steps for the Outcasts now?
We're gonna disband?
Oh? Word on the street was that your coffers might be running a little thin, not too many tithings coming in. Any truth to that rumor?
All of it.
Well, if you disband, what will you then do?
Yeah, Eleatell on top?
Thanks to the full hold by the Invasion Response Squad last night, the civilian members of the community will have a pleasant day of harvesting and crafting all afternoon. But refugees seeking to earn their keep by volunteering to assist against the corrupted should be alert for opportunities across 20% of the island later tonight. 2 more submissions for simulated fantasy combat resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. First up, the Marauders of HBM assault the Syndicate members of Fresh Bench for control of the island's primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. Tactically redeploying themselves ahead of the onslaught in Cutlass Keys last night, HBM forces set the stage to return the Marauders to the map by laying siege in the peat moss bog. But the members of the Fresh Bench are rising high after their victory in the mountains just a few days ago, and stand ready to continue their winning streak in the wetlands of the Fen. Then, the Marauders of the Pharmaceuticals attack the Syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen for control of the bear-infested deep forests of Brightwood. Pharmaceutical forces, feeling confident after their Fort Breach and Reekwater yesterday, feel ready to test their might against the island syndicate powerhouse. But JDB aren't going to be spread as thin as their previous opponent, so we'll give them slightly less opportunity to crack through the outer objectives, or chance at the inner doors. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.